Hi everyone, this is first MA of the Maverse. The Maverse name is a combination of Mahjong and the Metaverse. We will be the game changer of GameFi industry, and we are also the first GameFi project that is used free-to-earn business model. So let me quickly introduce you what's the Maverse and what we aiming to do before we get into our business model. We are first Mahjong GameFi projects, and not only that, our NFTs combine different cultures together. We want to use NFTs to represent blockchains has no barriers on your cultures, nations, or even colors. Everyone can find one NFT they likes from our collections, and this is also important for our game, which I will talk about it later. We will have 4 different collections, and each of them will have 8,888 unique NFTs. We have designed 7 trades with over 100 different elements on each trade. And all 8,888 will be generated automatically by the program. The Maverse will always put community first. All the NFT holders have rights to decide how this project will go. The Maverse team is more like working for the holders. Again, like I just mentioned, everyone on the blockchain has same rights, and it doesn't matter if you are the founder team or not. Another thing I want to talk about driven by the community, our NFT price will be based on the feedback of the whitelist member. So we want to make sure that the holders can decide how much money they want to spend to buy an NFT. The most important idea I want to share is we want to become a standard for GameFi industries. I believe many people has been scammed before in NFTs markets. So we spent a lot of time on building our business model, which could make this industry better. I think this is the responsibility we must take when we have ability and idea to solve the issue. However, if GameFi is so good, why you never heard of it? In fact, GameFi's business model is basically a Ponzi scheme. So we know GameFi is play to earn business model, and the idea is it allow NFT holders to use their NFT as game item or character in game, and to make money while playing it. But where does the money come from? GameFi project normally promising a good return to attract users to play, and it will increase the NFT's value. When NFTs are exchanging on secondary markets, project team will earn a percentage of the transaction. However, most of the GameFi project does not have a sustainable income, even they have built-in in-app purchase feature. Players are less likely to spend money on the game if they already spend hundreds of dollars to get NFTs. By the time the new players stop joining, the project team will have to downgrade the reward trying to make the game last longer. But when you work, no rewards means no attraction. When there's no attractions, then no one will join. In the end, the project team will run out of money and must shut down the game. So who will be the losers in the whole structure? It will not be the founder team, or it will not be the people who join early, but the people who join late. Their money was used to save people who are in early, and in the end, this player who joined late will only get a JPG or a picture after spending big amount of money. An average life of circle of a GameFi project is only 2 weeks, unless you join early enough, otherwise you will just lose your money. In fact, if this kind of business model doesn't end, people will think GameFi are scams, and eventually this opinion will spread out to NFTs and then to a blockchain or cryptocurrency. The effect will be bigger than anyone can imagine, and someone must stop this. The Maverse has designed a business model called free to earn, and the free does not just stand for free of money, but also free from the time. Not like other projects, we're focusing on the game experience more than the finance experience. Although many players are playing GameFi because they want to make quick money, it's okay. Our target audience are not these people. We want to attract people who like our idea and would love to change the industry together. We don't promise our return, but because we're aiming for a long-term income. We are looking for a bigger market, and we want our game to be free to play, even if you don't hold NFTs. By playing our game, players can earn money from it. It's important to know when we have these free players joining, they will not take holders' benefit away, but instead, they will create a sustainable income for this project. We have designed many cool features in the game and making sure that free players are happy to pay small amounts of money for those contents. Again, our game is free and spending money on the game is not required. It will not change the balance of the game. This is free to earn and not pay to win. We also set out a feature which free players need to rent NFTs as their character with game coins, which the game coins can be earned from winning the match. The rent will give to the NFT holders and holders will remain the ownership of the NFT, which means if the holders doesn't have time to play the game, they still can have passive income by renting out their NFTs to the free players. Additionally, since it's free to play, holders will be happy to invite their friends and family to join and have fun together. If you ever played other GameFi project before, will you try to invite your friend and family to play? Most likely not, because you know it's totally possible for them to lose their money. In our game, this will not happen. It could also let people around you to understand the value of NFTs and not just consider it as a picture. After understanding our business model, let's take a look at our game Mahjong. There are several reasons why we decided to pick Mahjong. First, it has great amount of user base, and we don't need to worry if the market will like the new game we designed. There has around like 100 million population in the world that play Mahjong. And secondly, this is a strategy-based game, and it's easy to learn even for first-time player. Since it's strategy-based game, so any features we added on will not affect the balance of it. We also have redesigned the cards and small changes on the rules to make it more friendly and easier for Western players or non-Chinese speaker. It's because normally Mahjong cards are written in Chinese character. So by redesigning it, it will be much easier to understand if you cannot read Chinese. Third, there are many research papers indicate Mahjong has a lot of benefit to human brains. It helps in memory, improve concentration, develop pattern recognition skills, and it's suitable for all ages. We want to make sure that our game is suitable for everyone to play with their family and friends. This includes elders and kids. Since Mahjong is often related with gamble, we have consulted with lawyers from different countries, making sure that it won't cause us any trouble. The definition of gamble is in most of the country is players spending money to win from uncertainty. In other words, you spend money to see if you are lucky enough to win. However, our game does not require you to spend any money to play, and spending money will not give you any benefits neither. Plus, Mahjong is a strategy-based game, so it's not about how lucky you are. Last one is most important. If you are familiar with the game industry, then you should know that there are a group of people called gold making studio. What they do is they use bots on multiple accounts trying to win rewards. But in Mahjong, using bots wouldn't help you to win because you need to sync each step by yourself. And not to mention, we have designed many limitations to reduce the affection of this kind of studio. So what's DAO-Fi and what are the benefits? In case you don't know, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organizations, and it basically means the decisions are made by all members in the group, and Fi stands for finance. DAO-Fi is an idea we came out with when setting out the benefits for our holder. We consider NFT holders as our shareholder, so they have rights to decide how the project goes, and at the same time, they will earn dividend from our game income, which means DAO represents holders' power of making decisions, and Fi stands for their financial benefit. Besides DAO-Fi, we will build an exclusive club just for the holders. It's similar to other GameFi projects or any NFT projects where the holders can exchange ideas and communicate together. In the club, holders can also vote to make decisions for the projects, as I mentioned. Everyone should have same rights on these projects, and this is what we're trying to do. Another benefit I would like to mention is that we're trying to do something that other projects never tried before. We will reveal all cash flow of the projects to our holders, and we will also have lawyers and accountants to verify this information. It's like listed company in the stock markets, but we are doing here in NFT. Like I said, NFT holders are considered as project shareholders, so they will be able to receive a dividend from a gain income in the future. The reason we are doing this is to increase the sense of belonging, and possible holders will help us to promote our project as well. So here's our roadmap, and on the first phase, we are trying to launch our first collection, Azure Dragon, and also a staking system. The staking system will be decided by the holders if you should do this or not. Another thing we are doing on the first stage is we are going to establish our holder club, and it's mainly because we want to show holders where the money goes, and this should be done as soon as possible. On the second stage, we will drop our White Tiger collection and also launch our merchandise. The merchandise will give out randomly free to the holders, and in case you want to buy more, we will sell it only with the production cost. The reason we launch merchandise is not to make money. This is a benefit for holders and our supporters. To be honest, if all the holders and supporters use the merchandise, it's also a free advertising for us as well. Another thing we will be focused on this stage is to launch our game beta version and also the collaboration with celebrities. In case you wonder who we are going to collaborate with, this will be decided in the club as well. We plan to launch our beta version of the game for our holders and receive any potential feedback to improve our game before our official launch. The third stage, we will drop our third collection and launch the game together. Ideally, we will launch on both iOS and Android platform, and maybe web version if we have enough time to make it out. The game will be free to download, but you will require to sign up accounts on our website. More detail will come when we get closer. The last stage, we are dropping our last collection, Black Tortoise. From here, all our attention will put into building the finance system, and we will also announce our 2023 roadmap as well. So let me introduce you our finance ecosystem, the Maverse Bank. The Maverse Bank is decentralized finance system to serve Maverse players. We consider it as a bridge between real world and the Maverse. It will be built on Ethereum, and we will launch ERC20 tokens as well. The special part of the Maverse Bank is that it will be like a country's central bank, and it can maintain the value of the token. Let me quickly explain our idea. We will buy Bitcoin in each period from our gain revenue and keep it into the Maverse Bank. Those money will always stay there, and no one will be allowed to use the money. Don't worry, this is just like an insurance for our holders. The ERC20 tokens will still be available to trade on big exchanges such as Uniswap or Binance in the future. The reason we're doing this is to make sure our tokens will remain valued even one day when we don't have enough players playing the game. Again, we always consider our community first, and we want to build a good standard for other NFT projects. Moving on, players will be able to use their game coins to buy ERC20 tokens with the bank as well. We have designed a way to purchase ERC20 tokens in our white paper. Finally, I want to share with you about ERC20 tokens distribution. As you can see on the slides, 15% of the tokens will go to the team, and 10% will go to the investor, 25% goes to the NFT holders, and 50% goes to the Maverse game players. As you see from the distribution, the insider, which are the team and the investor, will only receive 25% of total tokens, and the community will hold the other 75% of the tokens. There are some logic behind this. First of all, community don't need to worry about if the insider sell off the tokens, causing a price drop on the tokens. Secondly, using this distribution can make sure both of our NFT holders and free players can benefit from it. We want to make sure that everyone who joins in the Maverse will be happy even the life is hard, especially during this 2-year pandemic. So here's our team introductions. First is Tycoon, which is me. I'm the founder of the project. I'm also an entrepreneur, have a computer science degree background. Hans is our head of partnership. He's an investor and he also has pretty strong human relationship. Will help us in the future collaborations with other companies. Jack is engineer. He has master degree in blockchain and also he's a financial expert. Eric is our business assistant. He is also an entrepreneur, has many years of experience in business. Hafa is our full-time artist. He has many years of experience and also collaborated with many game companies before. Besides our core team, we also have two professors joining as advisor to our projects. They used to be my professor back to a time when I was studying in Missouri SNT. So George Magowski, he will be our business advisor. He's a computer science professor in Missouri SNT. He's also an entrepreneur tutor, and he also has Harvard PhD degree. Patrick Taylor, he's a cybersecurity and technical advisor. He is also a computer science professor in Missouri SNT. He is an expert in networking and cybersecurity, and also in the blockchain technology. We believe we will have made huge progress in the future by having these two professors as our advisor giving us some advice. So other information I want to share about is we want to make a agreement or so we are trying to find a business model that could survive in even the winter counts. For example, like the bear market. And we believe this will be a best solution for the current moment. Our main income source will be from the mobile game players and not relying on the NFT traders. We don't know if this will be the right solution. However, as I said, the industry is still in the early stage and people are still looking for the right path. We wish our idea could provide hints to those people and making the industry better. Thanks for joining today, and please leave your questions. I'll be happy to answer them. Let me go through the MA questions and answer some potential questions you might have. So first of all, how do you get a whitelist? By getting whitelist, you only need to invite 10 people to a server and follow us on Instagram or Twitter. Another thing you need to do is to pass the whitelist test. The whitelist test will be easy to answer if you actually watch our AMA or read our white paper. It will be easy to finish as well. And we also hosting an invitation contest right now, also a storyline contest and a song contest. So everybody is free to join, and we have prepared a lot of prize to the people who win. And another reason we have to postpone our game launch for so long is because unlike other GameFi projects, we are building on Ethereum, and building on Ethereum requires us to spend more time on integrating the newer technology into it. The main reason is we're trying to reduce the gas fee you might have in the game just to save some money for you. And so the NFT price, like I just said, will be based on every whitelist member's feedback, and we will decide it from the average price people can accept. We don't want to set a high price which people could not afford it. We want to make sure that everybody who likes the project are able to join with us. And that'll be the AMA for today. If you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to answer, or you can open tickets for any potential questions. We will have more exciting contests in the future as well. Thank you for today's joining.